And this is Gendered Scouting Memories in a Charmed Childhood. My friend's father was a plumber, and once when our fathers got us together as YMCA Indian princesses, he let us take a turn threading a pipe. Other times, we made a spud gun and even a chariot. That's me on the left. We didn't know then about the genocide of Native Americans whose stolen land we were on and whose culture we were appropriating. The Y has since changed the name to Adventure Princesses, but it's not enough. Even as an awkward Girl Scout, I made a lot of friends. We're still friends on Facebook. Our mothers thoughtfully prepared activities for us, most of which were indoors, like this one, where we made a campfire out of marshmallows and pretzels. I was so jealous of my older brother, who was a Cub Scout and got to go to camps and shoot bows and arrows, and adventurous things like that. In high school, I joined Venture Scout, which was a group of disgruntled Girl Scouts and overachieving Boy Scouts who went on camping trips together. I moved on from my paper practice knife in elementary school Girl Scouts to my very own Swiss Army knife. We even went on a week-long canoe trip in Canada. I earned a book of knots, and we paddled by a moose. Stephanie wrote, "No one should be this alone. None of the pines and their prepotent verticals, none of the unseen hunters or blundering moose who might stop by the empty lodge or the lake, as blue as if there had never been people." Now I live as a trans man, and my scouting experiences have inspired me to keep going outdoors with my friends. My wish is that kids of all backgrounds and all genders can have a variety of diverse, enriching scouting experiences. Called Gender Trouble in a Bubble. As a teenager, I struggled with a lot of complicated feelings around gender identity and sexual orientation. Growing up in an affluent suburb, I began to realize that I was being shielded from a lot of strife in the world due to being born into a family with unearned advantages from white privilege and class privilege and the protections of citizenship. Still, I was impacted by a culture of transphobia and homophobia and patriarchy. As I began to look outside my bubble and think about trans liberation, I've realized that so many of my trans siblings are impacted by interconnected systems of white supremacy, tools of punishment from police and prisons, poverty due to capitalist exploitation, violence of so many forms, and even war. And what I need to do is leverage my privilege in solidarity with my siblings so that together we can work towards dismantling these interconnected systems.